There is a group of Akamba men who were taken hostage like slaves and by the Spanish army in the 18th century, and they were taken to South America to fight.
This is Beyond Facts.
Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Facts show. This is another show that we're bringing to you, and today we are very privileged to host a very prominent director in the Tourism Fund. Karibu sana Bwana Director.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so this is Beyond Facts.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Karibu sana to our show, and we will start by you introducing yourself.
Thank you for according me this opportunity to interact with our listeners. My name is Patrick Mudengi Ngere. I work with the Ministry of Tourism and a parastatal by the name Tourism Fund, and that's where I'm currently serving as a board of director.
Okay, Director.
Yeah.
So what does Tourism Fund do? For those of us who don't know what Tourism Fund is all about.
Tourism Fund is a parastatal, as I said, under the Ministry of Tourism, and our mandate is to collect levy on behalf of the industry. We normally collect 2% from hotel establishments and other tourism-related activities. Once we collect the 2% levy, we use those funds to finance tourism activities. How do we do it? We are mandated to do what we call capacity building, and that's where now we work very closely with Utalii College. We fund them so that they can help upskill our workforce. Currently, we are targeting to do by 2027 5,000 tourists will be coming to our country. So with such a large number of international tourists, we need a workforce that can take care of those tourists. So that means we need to have strategies in place that can make sure that we train enough workers of industry. So that's why we are working very closely with the Utalii College. We are also coming up with the Ronald Gala Utalii College, which will be a premium college, which will be accommodating more than 5,500 students, so that we can prepare our workforce. We are also working very closely with the tourism board in matters to do with marketing. So we finance marketing through KTB, so that we can market our country as a tourism destination. Another mandate is we are also working very closely with tourism research, so that we finance them, so that they can understand the trends where the industry is headed to.
Yeah.
We are also in working very closely with the tourism police to make sure of the safety of our tourists when they come to our country, as well as the local tourists. So that is basically our mandate as a tourism fund.
Yeah, so Bwana Director, now that you're in the tourism space, apart from the coastal area in Masai Mara, which is this other upcoming tourist attraction area here in Kenya?
You'll understand lately our focus as the industry is on what you call diversification. How can we diversify the sector, the tourism products? And you look keenly of late, we've been through the ministry, our CS is working very closely with governors to make sure that we tap into our culture, because we are privileged as a country to have diverse cultures. So we can see how can we use Maasai culture, Akamba culture, so that it can attract visitors both locally, regionally, as well as international. So that is what we are. Originally, Kenya is known for its beaches, as well as wildlife. But now we are now going into even agriculture, marketing agriculture as a tourism product, whereby a visitor from a country where they don't grow tea, they can visit our country, that is maybe Mount Kenya region or Kisii region where tea is grown. They can understand how the process begins from planting, taking care of the crop, then go up to the factory level, how the tea is picked and dried, then processed. So that is those are some of the areas that we are looking into. We are also into medical tourism. We look at Kenya and where we are placed regionally, and you'll understand that we are bestowed as a nation to have best hospital facilities, medical facilities. You look at like Kenyatta Teaching and Referral Hospital. They have the best facilities to treat cancer. So other countries within the region like Rwanda, we are getting a lot of visitors from Uganda. Yes, those who are coming for treatment. So these are some of the new areas that we need to explore so that we can increase the numbers.
Oh, wow, that is so interesting. So maybe we know of Maasai, the Maasai culture is very prominent.
Yes.
And you've talked about you are now getting into culture and you are working with counties. Which is this other culture that is coming out so prominently to market Kenya? Is it the Akamba culture? Is it the Kisii? Is it the Kikuyu? Which one?
I would say, unfortunately, we as a country, I think we have gone slow in terms of, because if you talk about culture, people just think about Maasai.
Yes.
But now, as I've said, with the now introduction of county governments, you'll find most of these counties, they are copying from Maasai, like you see what you call Ma Festival. So nowadays you love Kamba Festival, and it's coming up very strongly. So our governors, the leading governors, they just need to see how they can synchronize to make sure that they make the events even bigger.
More prominent.
Yes. That's what is happening here.
Closer home here in Ukambani region, we have 3 counties. Do we, as the Kamba nation, as the Kamba people, do we have anything to market to tourists, maybe internationally? Do we have anything?
Yes, I would say, we are privileged as a community, such that you'll find like Kitui and Makueni, and that's why we have issues of wildlife, human and wildlife conflict in those areas. We border Tsavo National Park, and do you remember when Penina Malonza was CS for tourism? She initiated opening of a new gate in area called Kasala. Yes. And once that gate is opened, it will open up the side of Kitui. So you'll find we'll start benefiting, because now tourists now will be accessing Tsavo through the side of Kitui. If you remember, I think 2 or 3 months ago, our governor, Malombe, they were launching the tourism circuit. These are some of the opportunities that will open up the region, because if, let's say, a tourist is coming from Mombasa, then they come to Tsavo, they need to be linked to the side of Kitui. What are they coming to see in Kitui? And once they come to Kitui, you have features like the Zambani. We have Snake Park, that is in Mutomo. We have Mumoni
Hills.
Then they can go to Iko Valley. Then we have Kora National Park. So Mwingi Game Reserve. So these are some of the tourism sites that once visitors are directed, once they come from the side of Mombasa Road, how do they navigate so that they can access all the tourism and destination? So yes, we have a lot of potential. And the county governments are working very, very, very aggressively to make sure that they open up the region. We end see as may her soul rest in peace, Dr. Sonia in Makueni. She was very, very aggressive. As Tourism Fund, we working very closely to make sure that we can see how we can open up even Makueni County to make it a tourism destination for our visitors. So I would say the Ukambani counties, they are coming up very well. And as a national government, from where we are going to support them so that they can open up the region.
About the roots, I believe that we've touched more on wildlife. Maybe what are the products that Ukambani can offer to the outside world to attract more tourists?
I think you are referring to items that
Yes.
once the visitors or tourists come to our counties, they can pick and have some memories. Akamba historically is known for carvings, craftsmen. They are craftsmen. And we have the best carvings in the world. If you go to US, you go to UK, any other country out there, you'll find the best carvings. They come from Ukambani. So the areas of Wamunyu is well known, and if you go to the coastal region, also you'll find a lot of good carvings that come from the sides of Ukambani. That is one. We are also best known for making the best kiondos ever. So that's also another area that can be explored. I know there are challenges because of issues of sizes, the depleting of that crop. But I know, like Tree County, Caritas is working very closely with the local farmers to make sure that they can get them seedlings so that they can, for Saiso. And it is really helping a lot because the crop was dying. Yes. So they are working very closely with the local farmers to make sure that they get them the seedlings and help them to grow the crop, so that we can have enough sizes to produce kiondos. Another area of interest is on Ushanga, the bracelets and necklaces and the rest. Also, the Akamba nation is well known for making the ornamentals. So those are some of the areas I think products. When you talk about the items or goods that once the visitors come, they can benefit from. Yes. And
so maybe how about food? Do we have? I believe we have interesting traditional delicacies. Is it something that can make a Mzungu come all the way to Kenya to have?
I think we talked about what call product diversification and to make sure that we diversify. And if you look at our current CS, Rebecca Miano, she's very passionate in terms of marketing gastronomy. And we've been having even some competitions whereby even at college level, colleges that are offering hospitality, they compete on food production, as well as having functions whereby the best chefs, they can come and display their skills, and in that manner visitors are able to come and sample some of the products being offered by the locals. So like now in our generation, you tell somebody about Mudokoi, they don't know what is that. Mukimo, they don't know what is that. So Kina, the traditional foods. So Busa, Kaluvu, such things, they can really help us people to reconnect even with the past. So I think that's also a new area that can be explored in terms of product diversification.
So maybe about, you called it gastronomy.
Yes, yes, yes.
So about this gastronomy, we understand that nowadays even whatever we are eating, we are getting lifestyle diseases.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
maybe if your ministry championed the intake of this traditional, maybe what have you done so far?
What you need to understand is a new area,
entry.
and what we are doing, we are encouraging people to go back to the roots.
Yeah.
Is people are now, you'll find that like the young people, they want to take
do
chips,
fast foods.
and we want to encourage them to go back to the roots.
Yeah.
And for that to happen, we need also people with the skills who can prepare these kinds of food in a professional manner, so that they can also look delicious.
Yeah.
They can also look attractive.
Yeah.
Because, and also have a better way of preparing it, so that it can look appetizing. And that's why we are encouraging our chefs to look into how can we incorporate our traditional foods in our menus.
Have you seen such a movie by the name Akamba?
Personally, I'm really impressed by the work being done by our young people. In particular, I want to commend Tina Clara for the commendable efforts and creativity she has showcased through that movie, Sokimau, because it will help us to trace back to our roots. Majority of our young people, even myself, if you ask me more about Sokimau, I have just a glimpse, just
an idea.
Yes, an idea.
Yeah.
But through such movie, it helps us to understand where we are coming from, how things have evolved.
Yeah.
So I would encourage our young people to use the time that they have to come up with such kind of content, because it first of all help to preserve our culture, and also is as a way of generating some income, because it will pay at the end of the day. It might be some costly in a way at the initial stages, but I know it will pay at the end of the day. So Tina Clara, well done.
So now, because we have content creators ready, very ready to tell our story.
Yes.
Is there a way maybe the tourism department, the tourism sector can empower our youth to keep telling us more? Now the world has evolved to the digital space.
I can assure you our CS, Rebecca Miano, is passionate and working very closely with our agencies, with our young talents. Late last year, we were at KICC, where when we were launching our strategic plan for the ministry, she was accompanied by a team of young people who are working very closely to make sure that we tap the talents and nurture those talents. I can assure you the ministry is committed, of tourism is committed to making sure that we nurture these young talents. So already there is a budget for that, and I know we are going to make sure that we maximize on the potential that exists with our young people.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. My name is Kitavi Mutua. I am taking cue from where my colleague has stopped. So, Bwana Director, still on tourism, where it's your space, we are excited about the opportunities that are here. Now, Kambas as a community are known for one reason worldwide. There is a there is a group of Kamba men who were taken hostage like slaves and by the Spanish army in the 18th century, and they were taken to South America to fight. I know you are aware of those details. They still maintain a culture that is so distinct, that is so replicating what Kambas do in Kenya. Are there efforts maybe to create some linkages between the Kambas in Kenya and Kambas in Paraguay? And as you answer that question, Kenya as a country has only, I know this may not really fall within your domain as tourism, but it's an opportunity. Kenya has one embassy in a place called Brasilia, handling about 6 countries. In Brazil, then we have Colombia, Paraguay, Uruguay, not Mexico, yeah, all those 6 countries around Brazil.
To me, it looks very interesting, and what I would advise you as a journalist is see how you can work very closely with the State Department of Tourism, then also with the State Department of Culture, as well as the State Department of Immigration, to explore an opportunity whereby possibly you can visit that country and prepare a documentary. To showcase that the remnants there. It will open our eyes, even as a community, to know that we have some relatives there,
Yes, yeah.
and explore opportunities and areas of collaboration. And even when it reaches to that level, it will not just be a matter of a Kamba community with another remnant there of Kamba community. We also explore ways in terms of collaboration between Kenya as a country and Paraguay as a country. How can we explore opportunities of sharing our cultures? And I think it can be an eye opener to me. Yes. So I would encourage you to see how you can have a consultative approach.
Yes.
Through those 3 state departments.
Yeah. Thank you for that.